Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at the SPY, the IWM, the Qs, the DIA, the IYT, the USO, the UUP, and the GLD. We follow the daily, weekly, monthly timeframes. We use technical analysis here at StockBookie.com. Go to our website, sign up for a free membership. We're going to do a lot of cool stuff here in 2017. We're going to post a lot of trades, and we're going to try to help educate people on how to read charts and try to find possible moves in the markets and in individual stocks. So go to StockBookie.com, sign up, guys. In the bio section, tell me a little bit about yourself, if you're fundamental, if you want to learn more technicals, what type of trading you would like to do, what are you looking, you're looking for education, anything, guys. Just tell me a little bit about yourself. And when we're chatting in the chat room in the live sessions, I know who you are, and I know, what you're looking to do. So, but me, I'm all technical, guys. So, all right. Well, and thanks for coming to my site, watching my videos, and subscribing. I really appreciate it. All right. So the Daily SPY. Let's take a look. Some pretty good action today, guys. We came in. We did close below the 20 MA here on the daily chart. Nothing wrong. As long as we stay above this trend line and the 20 MA, we're okay. So, but it did close below that. So let's keep an eye on it. I'm thinking it's going to pop up. Tomorrow's Donald Trump's deal. There's going to be some news. Do we sell off? I don't know. Do we move up? Possibly. If we move up, maybe we hit the 230 to 31, 32 area. Or possibly do we fall and then hit the 50 MA in this double bottom right around 220, 270 or so. I mean, any of them is a possibility. If we get up there, we'll probably pull back. If we get down here, we'll probably get a bounce. So just watch for that either way. Let's go to the weekly chart. Weekly chart, nothing wrong. A little bit bullish pattern, choppy and sloppy. I'd like to see a little bit of more of a wedge to go into the 20 MA, but no problem here above the MAs. Going in a bullish pattern. Let's see how we close tomorrow, though. This is the weekly chart that we're looking at. IWM, IWM. You had a little bit. This is the weekly, guys. So we pulled back. Slightly inside bar bearish pattern starting to play out. Let's see if we get below this. Ultimately, we need to close below 132.03 area, maybe a little bit lower, 131.80 area. This green bar, basically, if we close below that, then we might have lower prices, maybe come and fill the gap. If this is setting up in a bullish pattern, bullish wedge, I like the bullish pattern here too. It's getting to be like a 50-50 shot up or down. It's always a 50-50 shot, but I just wish this pattern would have played out a little bit more. But anyways, above the MAs, if you're long, you need to get above the 140 area and continue. If you're short, you need to close below the bar, fill the gap, and then maybe lower prices. If we do go lower, though, I'm thinking 200 MA, maybe gap fill if we really start going in the upside. I wouldn't rule out 150, even number. I've been saying, maybe one I'll have to do a little more work to see. But man, these markets are insane, guys. And if we make another move up, oh my gosh, unbelievable. All right, let's look at the Qs. Qs, nothing wrong with the Qs either. On the weekly, we're above the trend line. Looks like we're going to close with possibly a little doji. Let's see what happens tomorrow for me to sit here guessing. I could say up, down, sideways, whatever. But it did make a new all-time high today, came right back in. We had a little bit of a red candle here on the daily. Let's see what it gives us tomorrow. If we do come back down to the trend line, let's see if we keep holding this. This is a pretty good indicator of if it goes below this, then we could possibly see some lower prices. Maybe the gap fill down here. Nothing outrageous, and then we wait for pattern, see if it sets up or goes up or sets up for the possible another sell side. But the 200 MA down here is going to have to eventually get hit, and it hasn't been hit in a couple months, and he usually likes to come back down and kiss it. Since July actually. So actually it started right back in here. So we got to keep an eye on that weekly chart. Nothing wrong. Closed above the trend. Let's see if we can stay above that on the weekly close as well. The DIA pulled back a little bit today, 67 cents down. Still above this 196.99 area. It is holding on. We're holding. There's some support down here, but we do have another lower trend line. It went through price, but it will show some support down in here as well as the 250 retrace. So let's see if it comes back in here. Does it go to the 382, maybe to the 20 MA? It's a little bit stretched, but right now nothing wrong. As long as we stay below this pivot here and maybe get below this trend line, then of course lower prices, or we'll wait for pattern. Maybe it sets up on this trend line and then goes. And then daily chart, a little more shorter time frame. Just kind of bouncing up, came in, bounced up. Hit it on the 20, followed the 20, got below the 20 MA, so a little bit weak here, but right now we could bounce off the double bottom. We go straight back up, and we get above the 200 area, which is down 20,000 right in here. 205, 206. I'm going to have to do a little work on this to see if I can pick off some areas up there. And on the downside, if you're bear, you want to get below the 50 MA, this trend line here, wherever it may connect to, roughly. And then, you have a gap fill here, and then the gap fill ultimately at the 178.80. So, but anyways, still strong, still nothing wrong. Volume's been light in certain areas, but that's around Christmas as expected. So just keep an eye on the DIA, and we'll go from there. Weekly chart, again, a little bit of a rainbow pattern here. So let's see if they touched it, they retraced it, and then made a new high, or no, that was the Qs, and then came back in. So right here, what is it, 199.83? Dang, just almost made it there. I still think they could get it through, but what do I know? We're gonna put the pieces of the puzzle together, guys, and try to figure out which way this darn thing's going. IYT, on the other hand, a little bit weak on the weekly, a little bit down, a little bit sideways, got a couple of dojis. Let's see where this thing closes tomorrow on the weekly. Daily chart, nothing wrong. You're back above the 50 and the 20 and the 200. Did have a nice little reversal today. If you go to the 10-minute chart, we gapped up and pretty much fell the whole day. So that means something. We'll know in the next couple weeks, but I'd still like to see a little more volume than that. But, it was a nice sell day. Nice, got above the pivot and came right back in. But above all the MAs, nothing wrong. But just keep an eye. We're in that time frame, guys, where anything's possible. Weekly chart, same stuff. Now the USO, that's been a fun one lately. Up 30 cents, down 30 cents, up 30 cents, down 30 cents. They're doing it. They're not doing it. They're doing it. They're not doing it. So we had a nice run up here, got up to the top, tried to make a run for the 12 buck, barely touched it, came right back in. We're watching this trend line. I'll show you on the weekly. It just connects to highs. We're trying to get above, trying to get below, trying to get above, trying to get above. So now we're kissing the MAs here. If this thing sets up, goes lower, as a bear, you'll probably fill the gap, maybe fill the gap here. You'll probably at least get to this trend line, the first gap at the 1045. For the next level down here, you even have a gap down here at 989. So that's some big areas as well. So you got to keep an eye on that. If you're bullish, you need to get above the 20 MA and attack the $12 area. Then honestly, maybe 12.39 in there, then 13.50. And I think there's some other pivots, but I can show you here. Let's go to the weekly. Yeah, weekly chart, 12.39, and then you have, pull it back, you have a pivot here around 13.42, and then, you have a pivot here at 14.25, then 15.43, and then maybe 16.18, but, we'll see. This pattern isn't bad. It's bullish. It's above the MAs, but let's see how we close on Friday, and let's see how we close next week. Do we come down in this area, or do they pop it above? Because, it's coiling up to possibly move up, so what is this, the USO? So we'll see if this is the right move. So if this moves up, then the dollar should be moving down. So, and that's correct right now, and this thing's barely moving. So it's not intact, but hopefully it will get intact eventually. UUP. UUP, nice pullback. We came right into this great support area. We do have a, what would that be, a 382 that was holding it, as well as some support. This high over here as well. So nothing wrong. Came in, nice pullback after a nice, what did it do? 23 bucks to, 26.81 or 26.83. You're going to pull back. I was thinking of maybe a little higher because you have another trend line up here, but got to the 26.83 and boom, and right back down. So that's all it could really do on the weekly. And on the daily, daily pretty much same thing. Move up, pull back, move up, pull back, move up. This one pulled back a little bit more and kind of hanging around, but you came down here and almost filled the gap, then popped right up, right to the 50, gap fill up in this area. And we had a nice push up into the 50 MA, pulled back a little bit today, but let's see if we hold up and then possibly move up, or do we set up down here, chop around, setting up for the downside. Downside, gap fill, you got gap window around 25.82. You do have a big gap fill right here around 25 bucks, or the red line, 200 moving average. Gosh, do we come in, retrace, come in, retrace, come in, and right to this, and then bounce here and go straight up? I guess we'll see. But on the weekly chart, nothing wrong. It did come in, pull back. we did close back above this big green bar, never closed below it, so you have to respect that, guys. So, and then let's look at the GLD. GLD had a nice pullback to, well, it did pull back more and then it shot up at the end of the day, but it's been a nice run, guys, on gold. And let's see if we can get another pattern. We start all above the 50 MA. As long as we stay above that 50 MA, right now we're just chopping, and we're still above the 382 as well. So, and I'm still thinking this area right here, 21, 22 maybe. I'd love to see a big run tomorrow, but yeah. So if you're long with gold with us, you know, so far so good. The weekly chart. Same thing, you know, you got the 20 and then you got all this stuff here. That's why I'm saying maybe 121 if it really, and it goes and overshoots, and 124, 125 quarter number, but we'll see. I mean, it's still early. Nice little, you know, retrace coming up. This is at the 50 MA on the bigger time frame here, or the 50, not MA, but the 50% retrace. So, all right, so nothing wrong with gold. Let's see if we could chop around for the next couple weeks for to make the next move. I would love to see 125, but I'll start chiseling some off around 121 or so, 120. We'll see how it reacts on the 20 MA. Thinking with this pullback now, we get a nice little consolidation pattern for the next leg up. All right, guys. Again, if you like my video, subscribe to me. If you want to see more stuff, we're going to do more live streams. Get on my email list for a free membership, and then when we do live sessions, I'll send you an email. And you know if we're live, and live sessions been really great, guys. You've been bringing a lot to the table. New symbols we're looking at, high flyers. You know, now we're doing options. You know, we're looking at a bunch of those. So I think it's going to be a really good 2017, guys. And thanks again for watching this stuff and following me. I really do appreciate it. And I'm having a lot of fun here, guys. All right, that's it for today, though. It was a long one. You know, it was a good trading day. We had some really good option plays out there, making some money, and we'll see what we do tomorrow. All right, guys, have a great night. God bless. See you on the charts.